Hi, this is Charles with Anycap. Today's recap is of the 2022 anime The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as the Typical Nobody. The story begins by introducing us to a person who is no longer viewed as a human. The people now refer to him as the greatest.
So he's a demon lord. He's bored. He's like bored of being a demon lord, and he's like, I just want to experience like defeat. So he reincarnates himself as a nobody.
Demon Lord Varvatos. However, this has led him to long for defeat. Varvatos believes that if people were to see him miserably defeated, they would see him as a human once again. The only problem is that enemies capable of besting him are all gone. The Demon Lord concludes that his only option is to reincarnate himself. Later, we see that the Demon Lord has been reborn as Ard Meteor. He is celebrating—
Wait, is this sad too? Okay, man. I swear, this is gonna be sad.
His 10th birthday with his very average parents that live in a very ordinary country town. Ard explains that even after the reincarnation, he was once again blessed with decent health, stamina, and athleticism. His caring parents believe that Ard is about the age where he should begin to think about his dreams and future.
Not sad, okay.
Ard reveals his most ambitious goal of forming a bond of friendship with someone who does not look at him with fear. After spotting some kids outside, Ard stares at them. No longer being a demon lord and now just being a typical villager, Ard believes that the children should want to initiate friendship. However, he is very wrong, as the children are just fearful of his staring and run away.
Oh no,
Ard can't
man.
really comprehend why he was unsuccessful, but he is still determined and decides to take action instead of waiting. His second attempt is with a group of girls. Ard feels a nervousness that he did not feel even when fighting gods. He commends the girls on their ability to drive him into a corner, but his determination is unwavering.
Bro defeated gods, boy. He's scared of girls.
He approaches them, offering to grant them half the world in return for their friendship, only to see that the girls are terrified and run away. Ard is in disbelief as he realizes that after once being the person to bury numerous heroes and annihilate gods, he is now incapable of getting children to want to befriend him. Ard works through his confusion and releases his frustration.
Is this gonna turn him into like an evil character again? I don't blame him, man. Yeah, I don't blame him either.
In a nearby forest. Later, the mayor of the town named Olahide offers to give him a simple method for making friends. Ard wonders if it is a powerful spell or an advanced political strategy, but Olahide tells him that he should simply try being kind and respectful. Ard attempts to befriend the same kids as before, this time being very formal and overly nice. His attempts fail again. Ard would then briefly consider destroying the entire world,
dude, that's
but
too
calms
relatable.
himself
What
as
the
he
hell?
doesn't want to make the same mistake he did in his last life. He hears a girl angrily screaming in the distance and flies to find a young girl releasing her frustration on a beast. Back at home, Mayor Olahide speaks to the Ard's parents about his concerns for his daughter. She has isolated herself from everyone after being constantly bullied and gossiped about simply due to her lineage.
Wait, this is a hentai anime?
Ard approaches the girl and compliments her fighting skills. However, he questions if she is not the type to like much praise, so he critiques her by saying that she still needs to improve a bit. He doubts this approach as well, and in his panic blurts out that he would like for them to be friends. He explains to her that he thinks they are similar in some ways, but this only upsets her, as she says that it would be impossible for him to know since he doesn't know anything about her. Ard returns home to see the girl crying in her father Olahide's arms. Ard would later learn that her name is Irina. He attempts to befriend her as he believes
I feel like it's starting off a bit slow, but I think it's gonna hit a twist.
Since their parents are all best friends. Ard is diligent about acting kind and respectful. One day even claiming to know everything about her, including exactly how many moles she has. She finds Ard very creepy and denies him at every turn.
Okay.
Even after all the rejection, Ard says he will never give up. Later that night, he goes over all the strategies he has tried so far, including bribes, poems, and music. As he does, Ard hears screaming outside and finds that the town is being attacked by monsters. His father tells him to run home, but they are interrupted by Olahide in search of Irina, who hasn't returned home. Ard realizes that it was his fault for scaring her and forcing her to run into the mountains. Elsewhere, we see Irina surrounded by several trolls. The leader says that he would like for her to scream for help from her friends, but she says that she has none and gives up.
Oh my god,
life is no longer fun anyway.
What is this, real life? Sad, no friends.
She has none and gives up, claiming that life is no longer fun anyway. However, moments before she is attacked, Irina can't help but cry out.
He's gonna come in to save the day.
Just then, a large blast causes the monsters to be pushed back.
Oh, damn.
Ard appears and is ecstatic to hear Irina actually say his name for the first time ever. The monsters refuse Ard's offer to run away, so he makes quick work of them all. Irina can't understand why he saved her, as she just wants to die. Ard dislikes
Bro's
that
just
kind of
looking at
talk,
them.
and she says that he just doesn't understand how lonely and isolated her existence is. He admits to not know what has caused her to feel that way, but he says that he understands better than anyone the suffering that isolation brings. She fears that even if they did become friends,
Yeah, you
he
said
would
this is
one
not
day
sad.
betray her like everyone else has. However, he reassures her that he will never betray a friend again, as he learned from his past.
Yeah, thank you for the follow, man.
Alright. I say,
Hey, what is going on?
alright. I say,
Yo, what's going on?
I say,
Did you break the stream? Am I gonna have to end the stream? Oh my god. What do I do? Alright, we can continue, I guess.
And again, as he learned from his past mistakes. She lists all her flaws, thinking that he will one day grow to hate her, but he is persistent, claiming that he genuinely enjoys her company. Finally, she agrees to
We're
be
good, right?
friends, and the two join hands. Years pass, and we see that the two are still close friends,
Jesus,
when
dude.
one day Irina recommends that they join a magic academy. Later, we watch as the pair look to see if they have passed the entrance exam. Irina finds her name with ease, but ours is nowhere to be found.
Easy.
They finally find it only to see that he received a 0, but still somehow passed. The headmaster appears to give a confusing explanation on how all his incorrect answers were only incorrect within the
They grew up. Okay.
standards
okay.
of modern ideology. More importantly though, he exclaims that Ard Meteor is a genius, because he has inherited the blood of the great mage Jack Meteor, and wife Carla, who years ago destroyed an evil god and protected the peace of the
That
royal
looks like a
family,
Van
and
Gogh painting. I like that.
destroyed an evil god and protected the peace of the royal
Is that stream
capital.
lagging? It shouldn't
On
be.
their way to class, Irina is surprised to hear that Ard didn't know that his parents and her father had been famous heroes. He is unhappy to discover that he is not actually a typical nobody, but finds comfort knowing he has Irina by his side. They get to class and find that all the students would like to be their friend, and Ard figures it's simply because of his famous parents. The pair then stick up for a girl being bullied nearby by someone named Alraldo, because she comes from a family of servants. Ard demands the bully apologize, but that only irritates him more, challenging Ard to a duel. Irina warns that this bully is ranked very highly for someone his age. The argument is stopped by one
Are
of
they
the
supposed to
Demon
be
Lord
elves?
Barbados' top
Is that what it is?
generals, Lady Olivia.
Hey,
Ard
yo.
recognizes her immediately and figures she must be furious at Barbados for abandoning his duties to reincarnate himself. He accidentally speaks in a familiar way with her, almost giving away his secret. Olivia
looks like
dismisses
Ari
it and decides to permit the
from
duel
League.
as she would like them to show their power. Before the duel begins, all Ard
Dude,
can
he's
think
about to
about
flex
is how
on
to
him.
finish it without Olivia catching on. Alraldo's friends claim that Ard is in big trouble as Alraldo's strength is overwhelming. The duel begins with an attack from him that is easily blocked by Ard.
Yep.
A second attack that Alraldo calls a Mega Flare is
Dude,
blocked
he's
as well.
literally a demon lord. My dude.
Ard now realizes what is going on, as he had gone through a similar phase long ago. He can tell that Alraldo is giving low-level spells embarrassing names and making a big show of activating them. This infuriates Alraldo, prompting him to use what he calls a Giga Flare.
A Giga
Ard
Flare.
blocks it easily, saying that
Dude,
it is an insult
easy.
to the creator to use
This
that
literally
name,
doesn't
and
do anything to
would
him.
like to teach him what a real Giga Flare is. The attack is
So he's just a fake.
ferocious, forcing Alraldo to surrender and apologize to the girl he bullied. As the girl expresses her gratitude, Olivia interrupts, pointing out how she had noticed
He's
Ard
getting soloed,
protect
yeah.
Alraldo with the defensive spell so his Giga Flare would not vaporize him. She explains that in this day and age, the ability to cast 2 spells simultaneously is a lost skill. She grows increasingly skeptical of him and questions how he's able to do it, but also why he doesn't know it is a
He's
lost
a god?
skill.
Yeah, I know.
She lets it be for now, but vows to find out eventually who he is.
Yeah, she's catching
Later,
on, man.
Olivia requires her students to go into groups of 3. Ard and Irina invite the bullied girl Guinea, and they embark on the mission to skin a B-class wolf. The other students can't believe they must complete such a difficult mission, but Ard's group handles the wolves with ease. However, their attacks were too powerful and did not allow for them to skin its hide. Guinea apologizes for only being in the way, and
Fright
Ard
the
offers
wolves,
to give
man.
her lessons to help build confidence. She can't understand why they would go through the trouble, and they explain it's because they are friends. Guinea then agrees to the offer, and he attempts to teach her a few things. She fails miserably, and it becomes clear that years of torment have caused her to lose all confidence in herself. Ard then teaches her
Kinda
a
sad.
very simple spell that he created, and to her delight, she is able to use it on a wolf. However, as they go to skin it, they fall through a trap and are attacked by a minotaur. Ard uses this as an opportunity to continue his lesson, and methodically brings the monster near death. Ard
So
turns
far,
to
I feel like
Ginny
the
and
main
requests
character is just like soloing everyone. You know, there's nothing stopping him.
that she finish it off. Ginny can't do it, and Ard encourages her to muster up the courage to bid farewell to her past. He says that this is the moment she must finally decide to change her life. She thinks back on how she had never faced the challenges before her, hoping that one day someone like the Demon Lord would rescue her. She finally decides that she no longer wants to run or cry and wants to become stronger. She defeats the
But I
monster
feel like
and the friends all
the underlining thing is that this anime kind of deals with like the problems that people have. You know, like loneliness and like getting bullied and stuff like that.
congratulate each other. Outside, the bully returns, insulting Ginny and Ard as well. However, this time, Ginny has had enough, stating that he can say what he wants about her, but to not insult Ard. The bully continues, even insulting Irina, and Ginny slaps him, sending him flying. Irina joins
Yo,
in
so
to defend Ginny,
how did he
and
not
Ard can't
learn his lesson the first time, dude?
help but feel good about the trio's growing friendship. His good thoughts are short-lived, however, as
Is this the
Olivia
first
grabs
season?
his shoulder, requesting
What? Okay, it just cuts off. I don't know if I would watch that, but it looked alright actually. Not too bad. Thank you for watching this video, and also thank you very much to all of my supporters over at Patreon. If you'd like to see these videos earlier, head on to Patreon, and if you want to see more videos, click the videos here and here for more videos from me.